Welcome back, friends. It's definitely been a while. We haven't really had too much to share, but today, as you can tell right behind me, we're going on a brand new adventure. We're taking Resilient Lady on Virgin Voyages to the Lesser Antilles. Welcome back to Adventures with Phil.
The night before our stay, we stayed at the Hotel Rumba. It's part of the Marriott collection. Lovely property. Cannot recommend it enough. It's got an excellent little rooftop bar, it's a rooftop pool as well, and it's a very short walk to the cruise port.
Having flown in from New York the night before, the Hotel Rumba ended up being the perfect launch point for our vacation. We had the opportunity to explore Old San Juan as well as the hotel. We had a chance to have a fantastic meal on the rooftop overlooking the harbor. We enjoyed some wine, some fantastic tapas, and some vistas that I will never forget. The people of San Juan, the food, the hospitality were all outstanding. We cannot wait to return. Now, as for checking in to Virgin Voyages, they made it a very seamless, streamlined process, very clearly noting where to check in, where to drop bags, and what time to arrive. The first time boarding a cruise ship is a really interesting experience. There's a sense of excitement, and you just cannot wait to see what's around the corner. Just a few more steps. There she is. We've crossed the gangway. The greetings were friendly and professional. I can't wait to see what's next. First impressions really do make a difference. Having stepped on board for the first time now, I was really impressed by just how professional and fun and polite everyone was, how clean and sleek everything appeared to be. I've worked in hotels for more than 20 years, and even the cabins, as minimalist as they are, were perfect for what we needed for a week. Let's take a look. Becca treated us to the Splash of Romance package. That includes priority boarding, which I cannot stress how fantastic that is, as well as a bottle of Moet and Chandon champagne, and 3 hours at the thermal spa on the ship. Also included in the package was daily amenities to the room and a reception for everyone who took part in the Splash of Romance. Speaking of receptions, the Sailaway party is one heck of an experience. There are hundreds, if not 1,000 people around the pool as everyone is greeted by the crew, by the members of the Happening cast, and the resident diva, the ship's drag queen. I realize this may not be for everyone, and that's okay. In fact, there were a number of people on the ship that appeared to be kind of surprised by just how freewheeling and fun and laid back the event was. As for us, we did a lot of watching of videos before we came on this cruise, and it was definitely right up our alley. Did I mention they do a champagne toast before Sailaway? there we are. Cheers, friends.
Just short of 8 p.m. We're pulling away from the dock. The first cruise Becca and I have ever taken. This is pretty cool. Our first cruise has begun. And honestly, San Juan is so much more beautiful than I expected. So much more hospitable. This is incredible. Nothing but gratitude.
Well, good morning. This is day 2. We have a full sea day. We've picked up our coffee this morning from the Deck 15. Got flat whites. We're going to go on a bit of a walk. It's a little gray out there. Seas are a little choppy, but not bad at all. So now it's time to get some exercise and get our brunch on.
Our first breakfast took place at Razzle Dazzle. There are a number of vegetarian and vegan options available, including what you're seeing as a plant-based sausage. The coffee was good, the Bloody Mary was delicious, and those rainbow churros, chef's kiss. After breakfast, we went back to our cabin, which was a central sea terrace, and we wanted to sit down and relax, have a glass of wine, and just watch the sea go by. But up next, one of the signature events, Bingo with the Diva. That's right, drag bingo. At every elevator bank, there is a video display showing the day's events, what time they are, what the ship time is, and what the onboard time is as well.
Good morning. It is Monday, so this is our second full day on the ship, day 3, and we're in Aruba. So we've got a full day here. The ship doesn't leave until midnight. We got in just before 7 a.m. Give you a little view in the background of what's going on. We're going to go and explore. But first, breakfast.
Okay, we just got off the ship, got on the trolley.
One of the great ways to see town is to jump onto the free trolley. It's a hop-on, hop-off service when weather permits, and it's a great way to see some of the shops, some of the more historical parts of the built-up town, and get to the museum. Now, the island is pretty small, and the public transit works rather well. It's still a bit of a crapshoot because the maps, the timing, everything, it's not as laid out as you would be accustomed to in some of the largest cities, but you're also on an island, and it's island time. So you'll get there when you get there. And as long as you don't have a schedule to keep, like a hard leaving time for your ship, you should be okay. There are plenty of galleries and shops, a lot of name brands that you would be accustomed to back on the mainland. But there's also a great museum, and there's just really nice people. The views are incredible. The food's pretty good. And in hindsight, it was our favorite stop on the entire trip. That says it all.
Hi, we just got back from being on the island for 4 hours, and it was really enjoyable. We went to, they called it a Museum of Architecture, but it was more like an anthropological museum. It was really interesting. Highly recommended. $5 per person suggested donation, but not mandatory. And then we jumped on a bus, one of the public buses, $5 round trip, and went out towards Eagle Beach and found a place called, what was it, the Beachside Restaurant? Waterfront, beachfront at Costa Linda. The food was not as spectacular, but the location was great. And we decided to come back, and it's time for some poolside cocktails. We're definitely coming back to Aruba at some point.
Of course, you have to take advantage of the ice cream. Yes, it's included in your ticket price. And of course, the name has to be cheeky too. It's Lick Me Till I Scream. Unlike a lot of other ships, which, so I hear, have ridiculously grand foyers, entryways, and center hubs and shopping districts, you just have a more understated experience than Virgin Voyages. The ships are smaller, it's meant to be casual and laid back. Are there shops? Of course. Is there a DJ? Yes. It's much more of a relaxation experience, I think, than just a consumer experience. But again, it is what you make it. Remember that champagne I was talking about? Well, they've got this amazing app. And when you shake the app when it's open, you can get champagne delivered to you anywhere on the ship. Of course, we did that. We were sitting at the dock. It's located on Deck 7 in the aft of the ship. And honestly, that is our favorite place in the public spaces. Cannot recommend enough. This is nice. It was incredible just how quickly we learned to slow down and take everything in. I mean, how can you not? A sunrise arrival is a truly magical experience.
Well, good morning. It is day 3. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, day 4. We've had day 4. It's Tuesday. We are currently docked in Curacao. But we decided to have a leisurely morning because we're going into town this afternoon to get a massage. So we're on the pool deck, as you can see behind, with a mimosa. The view, pretty incredible. That's all there is to it to begin the day. Cheers.
We were welcomed by brightly colored Dutch Revival-style buildings in Curacao. My, what an inviting bridge. Let's go for a walk. We took our time, we strolled the streets, we shopped the shops, and then we decided it was time to sit down and have a bite to eat and maybe a beverage. Turns out that bridge wasn't just a footbridge after all. It's a motorized swing bridge, and it opens up so ships can pass. We had our cocktails and a front row seat to watch the activity. A lot of people actually stopped to watch as well. Kind of a fascinating experience. Every cruise the Virgin offers has Scarlet Night. It's a pirate, nautical, fantasy-themed night where everyone dresses in their best red, scarlet, crimson, call it what you will. The Kraken come out, the performances come out, and the party goes until late. We started off by seeing our resident diva, Caricature, and she was fabulous. Various locations around the ship, the party is going strong. We headed up to the very top early on because we wanted to take in the spectacle before everyone arrived. There will not be pictures or video of what happened later in the evening because, well, that's just for us to know. But the ship itself, gorgeous. The theme, amazing. The cast, fantastic as well. You have to see it for yourself if you've got the energy and the spirit.
Well, good afternoon. It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday. So this is day 4, 5, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This is day 5. It's a bit of a late start today. Last night was the Scarlet party. Some questionable decisions were made in regards to choices of beverage, and that started on Curacao. I should have stuck by my personal rule of not drinking anything the color blue, but I didn't. Anyhow, the one good thing is the water is actually almost the same color blue and probably less saltier than I feel today. So we're heading out, gonna grab a recovery beverage. We got room service this morning, and we're on our way to Martinique. We'll get there late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Time to go outside and play.
If you haven't noticed, bubbles were a theme for our trip.
Yeah, this doesn't suck.
These seahorses sum up Virgin and our trip. Well done, Virgin.
So this has been our first cruise. We're just pulling into Martinique, Port-au-Prince. And it's been a very interesting experience. I mean, never expected to be ever taking a cruise. It just never really appealed. But with Virgin Voyages, it's been really fun, positive, entertaining. The food's been great. The service has been excellent. Our cabin attendants have done a fantastic job, and we're very grateful for that. The views are very, very beautiful, even when you're just out at sea. Of course, you know, that depth of blue in the ocean is always incredible. But there's a couple of intangibles, just being able to not carry your bags like people say. And are we full-time cruisers from this point on? Probably not. We like too much going on our own schedule and venturing with different flights and things, and going to different places that ships just can't go. With that said, we'll do it again, definitely. Just a question of when and where. And that's it, just a few thoughts.
When we arrived at Martinique, we had every intention of getting off the ship and spending a full day. We didn't book any shore activities. We just wanted to stroll around and see what we wanted to see. We went to the cathedral, and it was quite pretty. But we just decided to go back to the ship and relax. Spent some time by the pool, looked at that big tall ship across the way that was moored, and just enjoyed some peace and quiet on the ship. In fact, when we went to St. Kitts and Nevis, we never even got off the ship. We had just a very quiet pool day. There was maybe a dozen people around the pool. We had cocktails, we had a bit of sun, and we had naps. It was amazing. We just weren't in it for the activity. My job is very busy, very active, so it got to the point where a nap kind of outweighed exploring, and there's nothing wrong with that. I guess one of the things I never understood, I never really kind of thought about with cruises was you can go as fast or as slow as you like. You can take in all the sights, you can try and see everything, or you can do nothing and enjoy the hammocks like we did. St. Kitts, I'm sorry we didn't come and see you, but we felt that an indoor espresso martini was more important at that moment in time. To all of the crew, the cast, the staff, the fellow passengers, thank you for making our experience outstanding. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. And going forward, we are now going to be known as the Scenic Side Quest. Becca's decided to join me on this journey. We look forward to sharing all of our adventures together with you. Have a fantastic time, friends. We look forward to sharing with you sooner rather than later. In fact, we've even booked our next Virgin Voyage. But before that, we've got a couple more things to do. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you from Florida. Take care, friends.